Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield now completes this one to Meredith. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Mayfield, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump the ball for their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Eric Kendricks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield, he's going to look deep now for Lamb. And got his man, complete. They'll get 34 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Mayfield now, 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means.
Come on, baby. Let's hit. 180. Check right.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He won't go down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. McCaffrey, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On second down, it's Lewis, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Justin Houston on the stop.
Minus 54. Minus 54.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield gets it to Meredith complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now at 200 yards already in this first half. And he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield to throw it. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard victory.
Mayfield on play action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Escapes the sack. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Jackson. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down. Throwing is Jackson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our player spotlight. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but the Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wiggles free, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Howard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Ken Crawley. They try again with Lewis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A second down run with Lewis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run. Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Into the secondary again, and down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
From the 29, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield, his throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. He finds his target, Beckham, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Justin Houston on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his pass incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, go.
On the counter, it's Lewis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get that ball, let's get that ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. That's caught by Howard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike, pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play fake, Mayfield. That's complete to Meredith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Miller. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Eric Hendricks in on the tackle.
Right there.
No gain on the
54
play.
Mike.
Makes it third and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the dump-off. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Parker, the intended target. Mayfield on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Chubb on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll run with Miller. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Miller. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Jackson. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he finds Howard complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dion Lewis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Double time. 4 down. Check.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it for the Conference Championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.